Honestly, this is one of the craziest scratch events I've seen in the past probably 10 years.
You get to see such a variety of music that is inspired by turntablism. Everything from like guys shredding out over hard electro to like really, really intricate melodic scratch music and like full-on like dance sets later in the nights as well. Yeah, I love it. I know you feel it.
Oh man, just seeing the homies like Woody, John first, and a lot of the old school homies, and they're still out here, they're still into it, and hoping it gets bigger, man. This is what we need, you know what I
mean? Just the inspiration that CSG has given these guys in terms of another outlet outside of going down the DMC path for doing things.
Acá hay un amor por la tornamesa que no se encuentra en ninguna parte. Si uno le gusta el tornamesismo y la música con tornamesa, este es el lugar que uno tiene que estar.
There's such a varied opinion as to what scratching is, the value that people apply to it as well, the love that people put into it. Like, yeah, it's infectious.
Come on now, step up.
The whole thing's free. It's just for people that love scratching so much that they're willing to travel around the planet to go and do it for all the heads, you know?
You come to CSG, it's just a great big jam, everyone's mates, and no chin stroking, it's a bit of a dance, everyone's having fun.
Come on now, step up, step up.
You know, often like you go to a gig and it's like the artists are kind of held up as these untouchable people that live in a different world to you, and that's just like not what it's about at all. It's supposed to be about we're all into this, you know, and like earlier you could see Excess was like, I'm a cutting head mode, I'm enjoying being around these cutting heads. It's not like I'm this untouchable superstar and I'm going to go to the green room and sit on my own.
Yeah, walking into Gladstone, it was awesome. The energy in there, everybody scratches, and that's amazing. That's very rare to see. And here, it's like everybody's flying in from everywhere, and it's like one big community getting together.
It was my first time ever performing, and my first time ever being there as well. Where I turned, there were people that was into scratching, and it changed my life. Seriously. Yeah.
I was sitting at home one day having a cut, and I found a video that Skratchworks put up like fucking 7 years ago, and there's a segment in it, they're just interviewing Jim, and he's sitting there with a bar of gold in one fucking hand, and a fucking beautiful gold cape, and I think his baby and shit, and I was like, I have to meet that man.
We are at the 10th year, but it's the 11th one. In 2007, I went to Galway in Ireland and visited my friends, DJ Deviant. He's now going under the name Naive Ted, Jimmy Penguin, Danny Tweak, Mikey Fingers, and they'd already done the Community Scratch Games.
Jimmy Penguin, you all know where I'm from Galway, Ireland, where we started the Scratch Games. Back in 2006, the Irish DMC finished, and we decided, let's make our own scratch music event just to showcase instead of actually compete, and to kind of keep the Irish scene alive. And the first one went really well. Loads of people just juggling, doing routines, showcases and cutting, and DJ set at the end of the night. Later on that year, we played with D-Styles in Dublin, and Jim Manipulate came over from Brighton, so we spoke with him about building the event.
It sounded like a really good idea, and they were so talented at what they were doing and everything. It really inspired me, so I thought I'd do a Community Scratch barbecue in Brighton.
The next year he came over from UK with Rich Maroon from Nozzle, and they they moved forward with the Brighton, the barbecue idea.
I was pretty much fed up with scratching, wasn't really interested. And then I was introduced to this guy. I mean, he doesn't look like much there, I'll give you that. But I was introduced to this guy and also Blam from Norway.
Rich and Jim, he invited us to come and play in Brighton.
I can remember being completely buzzing and realising that I was meeting people that were doing something exciting. All of a sudden, I found myself from not being interested to being the most interested I'd ever been, just surrounded by people that I thought were the best that I'd ever seen. It was just actually an exciting time.
By the next year, we decided to do a tour, community scratch tour around England. Then we did a European tour that incorporated this event as well, and different community scratch ones. Did in Poland for 3 years running. It just got bigger. The size of it doesn't really get any bigger. It's in the same venue, but the popularity has got bigger. More artists from different countries have started getting involved. And in the last 3 years, it's been changed into a 2-day event. Because what used to happen was everyone came and visited for the Saturday, and on the Sunday, everyone had just come back to the pub anyway and all talk and just sort of, talk about the day before. So I thought, well, we might as well just carry it on and might as well get more artists involved. And then this year's a 3-day event due to the involvement of Antrix, who runs Battle Lab from LA.
Jim is one of those old school guys where you can't just hit him up on social media. You really had to come out to the UK, so he wouldn't let me do anything as far as Battle Lab unless I showed up and was a part of the entire experience.
Just finished playing at Dead Wax Social for the Battle Lab after party. It was nice to be able to play a vinyl set out and have people respond to it, and it was also pretty nerve-wracking playing a vinyl set with Shortcut stood in front filming me. It was a whole lot of fun.
This man needs no introduction. It's DJ Woody. Make some noise!
Aujourd'hui au barbecue, c'était top ici, c'était génial. J'ai rencontré des nouvelles personnes, j'ai aussi appris plein de nouvelles choses. J'ai vu Woody pour la première fois.
Woody was one of the big sets that I wanted to see this year. I've only seen him online, and I've only seen him perform once, but just to see it right up front was a treat, man.
Just being there, you get the vibe. Such a cool, positive event for the community, So it really inspired me, Seeing all the DJs there really sort of gives you a push to keep practicing and keep improving and developing. So yeah, it was just what I needed.
The caliber of scratching here is just very high. There's stuff that guys are doing I can't do, and I want to go back home and try to learn how to do it. And it's just it's just crazy. It's really crazy.
Like the thing about the Skratch games is it's a music-based event, a showcase-based event, like performances, shows, not just scratching. It's not scratching, it's artists performing. Most of the crowd aren't actually people who do what we do. Like a lot of scratch events, it's scratchers for scratchers, whereas kind of what we do here, because of the presentation of it, it makes it fun for anyone to watch it.
El line-up es increíble. Todos son lo más brígido del mundo. Están acá, es increíble.
This year just really grew legs. We knew it was going to be a great one because last year was so good. And this year, just every couple of months, it would just be someone would get a phone call or an email or something just saying, oh, by the way, Shortcut's coming down.
Fucking Shortcut.
It's Shortcut.
Shortcut. It's Shortcut.
DJ fucking Shortcut.
never seen a lineup like this. When Manipulate dropped that poster, I just looked at that poster and I was like, I've got to go. I'm sorry. Just signed off work. I was like, I don't care. I literally don't care what's going on this week. I'm going to Brighton. See you later.
You know, it's weird, like being in the States, people would say, oh yeah, you see Short perform all the time, but like I haven't seen Short perform in a while. So it was cool kind of seeing him perform, kind of brought me back to being in high school, like listening to Skratch practice tapes and watching turntable TVs, you know.
The last time I was in Brighton was with J-Rock years ago, man, almost like 2002. It's beautiful, man, it's a great scene. We have events like this, DJs and scratchers hook up. We have a couple of them. It's usually during like the big NAMM conventions, or for the most part, man, something on this kind of scale where, you know, countries come out. That's awesome. The scratch scene, and especially the portable scene, it's just getting bigger and bigger, and I don't see it getting any smaller. You know what I mean?
Short motherfucking cock!
DJ Shortcut, Invisible Skratch Pickles, Beat Junkies in the fucking house. We've really gone and done it now, like. There's no going back from this now.
What's cool about coming out to Community Skratch Barbecue is that you see everyone that you know online in person.
People can form actual real friendships and bonds in the chill time in between, and people can connect on a personal level much better.
It's funny to see all these people meet for the first time and they know each other for years online.
This actually gives it a platform to create an actual human, real situation where you do actually make friends properly and sit and drink with people and laugh and enjoy, you know, actually have a social experience. Like,
I have more friends in the room when I come here than anywhere on the planet. Like, there's nowhere to feel more welcome than in this fucking spot. It's fucking dope, man.
There's really not that many Skratch events out there. Now that I'm here, I'm shocked and amazed. It's crazy, man. I love it. I love it out here.
Jim has created a 3D version of some kind of capital of scratching.
Brighton es la capital del Scratch y es así, yo creo que es tal cual como él lo dijo.
But when you come to this event, you realise the atmosphere and everything is so vibrant that you just have to come and experience it to realise what it's about. I can't even describe it, you know.
People travel to come to this because they feel like they're involved in something, and that is reason enough to come every year, you know.
It just made a lot of people very happy, really, to be able to see the people that inspired us when we were younger, that got us into Skratch DJing stuff. These people are now at our event and feel like they're part of our community. So it feels like it's complete, you know, as such, or the beginning of another level of it, you know.
Burgers was even better this year.
I think that the burgers, it matters in a way because it's a barbecue. Yeah, it does though.
Yeah. I might consider trying the sausages next year. Never tried the sausages. Yeah. Have you heard anything about the sausages?
No, nothing. No.
Damn. I'm gonna try the sausages next year.
Yeah, definitely.
The Skratch sausage.
Skratch sausage.
Yeah. Scrossage. Okay. Shout out to the
chef.
chef.
Yeah, big shout out to the chef.
Yeah.